What you need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it, get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking? Why you talking all the top, boy, you capping? What you need, hey? Yeah, I got it, with the team, yeah. We about it, wow. Get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking? Why you talking all the top, boy, you capping?
Yeah, why you capping? Why you capping, no? Feel like a rubber band, I've been snapping, no. Yeah, I've been up here with my team, so you know this what I mean. We've been going up like Nestor.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome to NYYU. Guys, today, we got to point a pretty direct question to everybody because I have noticed over the last couple of days it has been a topic of conversation on our podcast. Is the New York Yankees' current rotation good enough to take them deep into the postseason? If not, win the World Series? Now, you may sit back and ask, is there anybody out there's rotation that you look at now and just go, damn, I mean, they're just going to fire on all cylinders? And you may even say, Pete, the Yankees offense is probably going to be what is going to get them, quote unquote, over the top if they are to win World Series number 28 this year. But the one thing with the New York Yankees that I do think does need to be questioned a little bit is Gerrit Cole that guy this year? Now, this is not taking anything away from Gerrit Cole. Last year, Cy Young winner. Of course, not taking anything away from Gerrit Cole on who he is in general. But the guy we've seen so far just does not seem like a 100% Gerrit Cole. And I'm not saying that there's no chance Gerrit Cole kind of does what Aaron Judge did at the beginning of the year, where you're looking at him and go, don't really see the sharpness, don't really see that same guy. And then all of a sudden you look up at the end of September and go, damn, he had a hell of a 5 starts in a row. And yeah, he could go right into game 1 and we feel great with that. There's a strong chance that can still happen. But the fact remains, Gerrit Cole has not looked the same in the early going here. He's made, I think it's 8 starts. Let's take a look. Let's pull it up here. He's made 8 starts this year, 40 and 2/3 innings, 42 strikeouts, a 5.09 ERA as it currently stands. But he's coming off of a good outing against the Toronto Blue Jays. There was a bit of struggle there for a little bit with Cole, I think in the first and the second inning, where he struggled quite a bit. But I'm going to just come out and say this. I have my concerns about Gerrit Cole, but I still believe Gerrit Cole will be a force for the Yankees within the next month. By the end of August, early September, I think we will be seeing Gerrit Cole as we're used to seeing Cole. Because one thing about Cole, he knows his body very, very well. His velo hasn't dipped. There's some people saying the fastball is a little more straight, which I could see that too. There's not as much run on his heater as it normally is. But you've also seen him at times be able to dot the corners, do the little Bob Ross action.
Happy painting. God bless.
He's been able to do that and lock it in on the paint, on the corner, and get the job done. So I do believe Gerrit Cole is going to bounce back. He's going to be fine, and he should be able to lock it in. The next guy I want to talk about is my guy, Carlos Rodon, who has kind of been a Jekyll and Hyde this year. We've got the great Carlos Rodon to begin the year where you're looking around going, damn, under 3 ERA, Los, sign me up. I like this. Mixing his pitches very, very well. Then for some reason, he kind of went fastball slider again and got smacked around. And you're like, damn, is he ever going to recover from this? And now again, his last 3 outings, he's looked like a different guy again. And that is very good news for the Yankees because they need him. 4.37 ERA this year, 23 games started, 125 innings, 137 Ks, and he has started to pick up more strikeouts as the season goes. You can see there's some good here and there's some concern here when it comes to Carlos Rodon as an overall pitcher this season. But as he's been able to mix up his pitches, he has looked better again. Am I overly confident in that 1-2 punch in the postseason? Not necessarily, but do I think it can match up to other clubs? No doubt about it. I think the wild card in all of this is, my opinion, the rookie of the year this year, Louis Hill. Louis Hill has been amazing for the New York Yankees this year, pitching to a 3.20 ERA, 20 innings, 21 games started, 112 innings. That's the concern. 132 strikeouts. Yes, everything you know about Louis Hill, he is phenomenal. He has it all. He has all the stuff to be a top-line starter for years and years to come. The biggest concern is how many innings is Hill going to throw by the end of the year? Shaping up right now to be over 150. Here's a guy who threw 90-something innings, what was it, 2 years ago now? Is the body going to hold up? There was a period there where I'm sitting there going, fatigue. And then he's like, I feel strong. And I'm like, I don't think so. Any pitcher's going to say that. I think it's fatigue. And what happens? He comes right back out, starts to dominate again, starts to look very good again. And yeah, if Louis Hill is healthy and he's able to maintain, he's a solid number 3 for the New York Yankees. But I think the question remains there. Is he going to be able to maintain that and stay in the bigger picture for the Yankees? Next are my biggest concerns with New York, and that is Marcus Strowman and Nestor Cortez. But let's get to Marcus Strowman first. 22 games started this year for the Yankees, 4.10 ERA. Not a big strikeout guy. We know that. He has to nibble a bit because he doesn't overpower anybody. Sometimes I feel like he nibbles a bit too much. And, you know, he gets himself into tough counts. He's been walking more guys as of late. He's been giving up a ton of hits. And I don't know if Marcus Strowman is breaking down a little bit as the second half gets deeper into the year. But here's a guy that early on in the year we really relied on. He was a guy that could be a stopper. He was a guy that you know is not concerned about pitching in the Bronx. That we know. We just need to be able to see a couple of strong performances again from Marcus Strowman for the remainder of the season. But if I had to put him on the list of guys I'm most concerned about, I think Marcus Strowman has to be just about right up there. And then Nestor Cortez. I mean, look, he's pitching to a 4.16 ERA in 23 innings, 129 innings, 122 Ks. I got to keep it real with you. Yeah, there's been a lot of, home road splits. My good friend Christian calls him home Nestor or road Nestor, depending on where he's starting, because their splits are so different. But the beginning of the year, guys, we didn't even know what Nestor Cortez was going to be, what he was going to do. And I think everybody should sign up for what we've gotten so far this year. Because here's the thing about Nestor. And I talked about this on NYYST the other day. I feel like he could come out the bullpen for the Yankees. Here's a guy whose last outing was hitting 95 a couple of times. You're going to face some tough teams with good lefties. And the Yankees only got Tim Hill down there right now. If the Yankees go into the postseason and go, he could be a long guy or situational lefty to come in there and go, hey, man, just air it, let it loose. If you could hit that 94, 95 as a lefty, good slider, maybe ditch the cutter a bit, go fastball, slider, change, come out of the bullpen and get some tough lefties out. That could really be very effective for the New York Yankees. And then, of course, the wild card is Clark Schmidt going to come back this year at all? And if there's going to be enough time to build him up, because you're talking about a guy who was one of the best starters in the American League when he was healthy earlier this year before the injury. And the hope is that he is starting to throw bullpens. There's a chance we will see him in August. And then if he has the ability to ramp up and be full, ready to go come the postseason, that would be a mega boost for the New York Yankees to get that at the end of the year. So look, man, I posed a question to you all. What is your confidence level from a 1 to a 10? 10 being you're extremely confident, 1 being, count me out of this one, of the New York Yankees rotation with less than 2 months away from postseason baseball being ready to go. Yankees got a pretty somewhat easy schedule in August. It picks up a little bit again in September, but they're fighting for the AL East with the Baltimore Orioles. It's going to be very, very interesting. I think we all feel the Yankees will make the postseason. It's going to be interesting. We're not here to talk about the Yankees offense, who I do believe really have improved and could get even better. We're talking about the starting pitching alone. Forget even the bullpen. Focus on the starters. Are you confident in what the Yankees are going to have to throw out there? You let me know in the comments below. As always, like, share, and subscribe to the U. Peace, guys. Talk to you later.
It's heavy. Famous love. Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go, down the rabbit hole. Got a couple carrots around my neck. Self-respect, when you out of line, you put yourself in check. couple smaller than a Cheerio. Cause this the company you keep. Stay woke, please don't get caught sleep. End up sowing what you reap. Know your worth and don't sell cheap. The ghost is inside of me, can't take it out of me. No matter where I've been, it's about where I'm meant